So, after a full day of using this, I have some thoughts. The disappointing thing is that as much as people want to say it is, this isn't a laptop. From my perspective, the things that I use computers for, this isn't a laptop. It won't replace a laptop. I can't use this to do the things that I would do with a laptop during a good portion of my day. I had a doctor's appointment and then had to go to a meeting afterwards, but I had like a half an hour downtime in between. So I was sitting there and I got an email, sitting on the couch, got an email, pulled this out, checked the email. That was great. The email said that there was someone was having a bug with some code or whatever, and I couldn't do anything about it at all. And that is the biggest issue. If this had been a MacBook, I could have spun up my stuff. If it was a Windows laptop, could have spun up my stuff. If it was a Surface, could have spun up my stuff. But I can't because it's not a laptop. You can't use this the way that you would use a laptop. It's still limited by the app-based ecosystem. And until they change that, it's not going to be able to replace what a laptop is used for. Now, if you just need a laptop to get on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and Reddit, whatever, then yeah, this will do everything that you need it to do. If you needed to take notes, sure, it'd be fine. The keyboard is small, but you have the pencil, so you can just handwrite your notes. And there's benefits to it. But if you on your computer download and install software at all, and you use that software, it's not going to do what you need it to do. It's just not. You can't use it that way. And you're not going to be able to use it that way until they put Mac OS on an iPad. And I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that's kind of the point, is that they're going to make their Mac OS and iPad OS, they're going to trend closer to each other. And the plan has got to be for them to wipe out their MacBook lineup and replace it all with iPads. And I think that that's, at that point, I still don't I don't see Apple making iPads that run Mac OS. It doesn't make sense. I think they're going to slowly make iPad OS similar to Mac OS, but it's not going to be Mac OS. I'm assuming it's still going to be app-based, and that's a severe limitation, and it makes it so that I can't use this to do the work that I need to do. That's just the situation that we're in at this point. Until iPad OS transitions out of an app-based system into a desktop-based system, it's not going to replace your laptop if you do anything substantial with your laptop. And I also don't see Apple making that transition either. I don't think the iPad is ever going to be able to replace a developer's laptop. Even if Apple releases Xcode on the iPad Pro this fall, which some people have talked about them doing, releasing Xcode and Final Cut or some form of them on the iPad Pro. Even if they do that, that's one IDE. That's not going to be able to let me spin up an Angular project, a Python backend, blah, 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 and then pop up a browser to look at the site. It's not going to happen in an app-based ecosystem. It's just not. And it's a super severe limitation of the iPad. That said, I still like it. I think it's a great piece of technology. I don't have any regrets about buying it. I love it. I edited some pictures on it on Mother's Day, and that was amazing. This is the issue. Until it transitions from an app-based ecosystem to a desktop-based ecosystem, I will still need to carry a laptop with me at all times. I would still need a MacBook or a Windows laptop or a Linux laptop. I would need one of them with me at all times, whether I have this or not. And this is just an extra heavy as fuck piece of hardware that I have to have, that I can have with me at all times. And it's not a laptop. I don't even know if I would go far enough to call it a 2-in-1. It's a tablet that you can put a keyboard on. It's not a PC. It's PC. Obviously it wouldn't be a Windows PC, but it's not a personal computer. You can't use it to do the things that you would use a computer to do. The solution to my issue about not being able to do the stuff I needed: install a remote desktop client on my computer and then pull that up on my iPad. That defeats the purpose of all of the advanced hardware in this thing. If the best use case for it is to use it as a thing that connects to the internet and shows me what's happening on my actual computer. It's not a laptop. It's a tablet with a keyboard. It's a good one. It's a really good tablet with a keyboard. It's not going to replace your laptop.